Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Watt Hour. Today I'm going to talk about 3 weeks at full power. So, today I want to break down the last 3 weeks, not as a highlight reel, but as a look inside the pace, the pressure, and the purpose driving everything we're building right now at American Lithium Energy. Because the truth is, these last 21 days have carried enough momentum, alignment, and opportunity to represent an entire quarter for most companies. For us, it was just 3 weeks, and it's a signal of exactly where American Lithium Energy is heading. Let me start with defense and national security, because that's been the backbone of this spirit. Over the past 3 weeks, we've been in deep alignment with conversations across multiple branches: Army, Air Force, Navy, and the United States Space Force. Not superficial discussions, real technical integration talks, procurement pathways, program requirements, and the hard truth about where the US is falling behind and where ALE can move the needle. We pushed progress in Group 1, 2, and 3 unmanned vehicle battery standardization. We've laid out fast charge pathways for high rate cells, the kind of change engagement cycles. We've advanced discussions on supply chain transparency and NDAA compliance because 2027 is no longer far away and the Department of War sees the writing on the wall. We've been demonstrating why Made in America cells are no longer optional. They're mandatory for national defense readiness. And with 0 volt stability, safe core protection, and energy densities that are setting new benchmarks, ALE has technology that generally matters. In parallel, we've spent time with major primes and integrators, RTX, Raytheon, Honeywell, and others, mapping out product families, defining performance specs, and showing how ALE can support platforms across air, sea, land, space, and emerging autonomy. We've positioned ALE not just as a cell manufacturer, but as a strategic partner capable of building the next generation of power sources, from UAS packs to high discharge pulse systems to advanced operational energy modules. At the same time, while all this external activity is happening, we've been strengthening the inside of the company. The past 3 weeks involved tightening internal communication flows, aligning fast moving opportunities with operations and finance, and building a staffing plan that supports the scale of work coming our way as the mega factory is slowly going online. The truth is, we're growing fast. The pipeline is even growing faster. And these last 3 weeks made it clear that no one shoulder can do everything alone. Not me, not Dr. Fan, not any single leader. So part of the work has been building a team that can handle the weight, delegation, specialization, and training so every department becomes stronger and more independent. The more capable the team, the more opportunities we can capture and the faster we can scale. Now let's talk proposals and programs because this has been a heavy lift. In this 3 week sprint, we're preparing and advancing multiple high value proposals. Department of Energy's artificial intelligence, working alongside the Army Corps, Spaceworks and DIU pathways, multiple RFIs from defense primes on high rate cells, ongoing Department of War battery standardization efforts, the expansion of UAVs as every infantryman in the Army will eventually be assigned a drone, and civil military microgrid and operational energy concepts. These aren't check the box submissions, these are pathways to multi year contracts, joint development programs, and strategic research opportunities. Every one of these efforts serves the same purpose: make ALE the center of gravity for US made cells, operational energy, and battery safety. Beyond that, the ecosystem around ALE has accelerated. We've also started becoming more involved with the Military Power Sources Consortium as we're working on a full cylindrical manufacturing process. We've had outreach in several conversations with autonomy companies, robotics companies, UAS integrators, microgrid innovators, and industrial partners who want to collaborate directly. We've been strengthening relationships with economic development groups, city governments, and regional leadership to support ALE's expansion, including critical conversations about ensuring our factory's electrical upgrade is done on time because every week matters. Delays hurt hiring, delays hurt revenue, delays hurt national defense. And if that weren't enough, I've been honored to become an advisory board member of the San Diego FBI Infraguard chapter, in charge of chairman of sponsorships, will allow us to talk about critical infrastructure and the importance of safe, intrinsically safe battery cells and packs, whether it be from the watt hour into the gigawatt hour. So ALE is not a typical manufacturer. We sit at the center of national security supply chain. Local leadership understands that now, and these past 3 weeks help make that clear. And amidst all of this, content, brand, messaging, pushing the vision forward. We've been planning and scripting new educational videos, building out the watt hour. We were actually able to obtain 1.3 million views in the past 3 months, with Google reaching out to us to help with the use of ALI, or artificial intelligence, to find our audience. So as we continue to build out the podcast, we will be telling stories, having conversations of what America is building and why it matters. Because we're not just making batteries, we're powering edge data centers, robotics, unmanned systems, satellites, spacecraft, tactical microgrids, and the systems that will define the battlefield of the future. We are truly powering Earth and beyond. And I'll be honest, these past 3 weeks were intense, fast moving, lots of travel, nonstop, a lot of pressure, a lot of decisions, and a lot of moments where the stakes were high and the margin for error was thin. But it showed something undeniable. We at ALE are aligned. We're accelerating. And the work we're doing is bigger than any individual or any single project. We're building a foundation for U.S. energy independence. We're building a National Defense Authorization Act supply chain that cannot be compromised. We're building the power sources that enable the next generation of defense and aerospace systems. We're building the future, one cell at a time. This has been the Watt Hour, and I'm William Hadala, and I'll see you in the next episode, because the next 3 weeks are going to be even bigger. Thank you so much for your time and your viewership. Please hit the like button. And oh yeah, do not forget to subscribe. Until next time, make it good and be safe.